drunk, hanging out with some punk kid. Alright, alright. It's alright, she called me. I know she cares about wood chips digging into my brain. It's 4 a.m. and I'm up and out. Let's do it to forgive myself. So I'm a crackpot. Let's do it to forgive myself. I'm a crackpot. Feel like going lazy. It's time to shut myself down. Responsibility wavering. I'm losing my nation's ground. Yeah, yeah. Let's do it to forgive myself. I'm a crackpot. Let's do it to forgive myself. I'm a crackpot. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go.
Bum, 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 ba, da, ba, bum, ba, da, ba. Okay. That's Intrepid Adventurers, man. Hey, dude. Some Intrepid Adventurers. Right, so here's some thanks and such. All lowercase letters. Intrepid Adventurers. You can find them on Spotify. That'll be the music I play. Hi, I'm Bill. And I am doing late night chess. Basically, I lose a lot. I make a lot of really bad moves. And for your enjoyment. I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm trying to get better. And, sometimes I melt. And it's hilarious. If you're on the chat, say hello. That way I know you're there. It helps the brain knowing that people are there somewhere in the ether. On the Friday night. It's not Saturday. It's still Friday. I'm still awake. Keeping it real. Thanks to the Patreon peoples. Daniel Holker and Timothy Roberts. In the event that you want to jump on the Patreon, hey, it's there. It's patreon.com/dreadlore, which I will type. It's probably in the description as well. That would help support. Hey, like, subscribe, and all that bullshit. It's free, so why not do it? Yeah, this is day 28, I think. I've noticed. So I watch a lot of chess, a lot of different people's chess channels, and I don't really have a favorite one. I cycle through different ones. I really like Daniel Narodsky's. I think I learned the most from his. But I was just watching one where he's doing the King's Indian Defense. That's what I was doing the last couple times I streamed, or maybe just the last time I streamed, now that I think about it. And totally cocked it up, totally didn't do well. But I really like what he had to say about it. Kind of like get your zen on and wait, don't attack too quick. So yeah, that's what we're going to be trying to do today. Or tonight, in my case. The King's Indian Defense. And then I've had a jam. I've been digging the English opening for a long time. And I've been bitching about it. About changing over to something like the King's Gambit. I think that'd be kind of fun. I tried the King's Indian attack there for a while and just got utterly stumped. Anyway, tonight we're going to rock the English, assuming that I'm white. Right. So what I was talking about, other chess channels. So you've got like GMs and IMs and all of the in-betweens and such. FMs, is that a thing? FIDE Masters, whatever. I am not one of those. My rating is around 1,200, 1,300, depending on the day. And then you got these other cats who are getting better, and their channels are all about, you know, like they're right to the point. Hey, let's play chess. I talk a lot. So if you're not interested in that, leave. If you are interested in me cursing, having PG-13, but you can stay. You can stay. Otherwise, you're not going to like it. I keep on getting comments. Not too many, but a few comments of people who don't use correct or punctuation. Whatever, it's the internet, right? But they say things like, why'd you even post that? Why'd you even upload that? You know who you are. You know who you are. I don't have an answer for that. I don't. I think it's fun. So yeah, leave a comment. If you want to be a dick, then go ahead. And I probably won't respond. So here's a game. We'll see what happens. I've been watching Arnold Schwarzenegger lately. And what was that? That was really fast. It's like he knew. I don't know how to respond to this. Is that it? I think that might be the answer. So this reminds me of a different opening. I forget the name. I forget the name of the thing that I'm thinking about. Okay, so I'm just going to go here. I feel like I'm going to walk into a big old trap. So he's coming after this. I'm going to move here. He's going to check me. Right? No? Good. Don't check me. Now I'm going to do that. Get the hell out of Dodge. I've never had that response to the English. This person moves quite fast. They're from India. Yoga Aiki. So it's protecting against that. I wouldn't mind moving this bishop because I think it's just going to get attacked really soon. If I don't, let's say I develop here. I think that's coming. Then when I do this, this is coming. So now what? Where to develop here? This kind of throws me off my game. I'm not really sure where to go. I think the old prophylactic move there would be okay, but then he's going to come here, right? I don't really want to go here because it weakens. Or I'm talking about this, sorry. Not sure. I'm going to think about this on a little time control. I think I can do this just to protect that square. Right, so he comes out. I think I can put... I don't think he has to move yet. I would like to get this guy on a square that matters. With the horses protecting themselves. This... So he's coming for just a big old king side attack, which is fine. If I come here, this happens. I think I can do this. Yeah. This is usually when I get myself into trouble. Right, so he's going for a big old mate. Right, okay. Which is fine. That's an obvious move. There's this move as well. But that provides that, and I don't like that. So we're going to go here. I think that's okay. Maybe it would have been better to just attack, but he just slid the queen up, right? I guess I'd have that. Oh, did I just drop a piece? Whoops. Good fork, sir. Yeah. Well, so I can take here and he gets the pawn. Do I get any compensation for that? I'm assuming he takes with the queen? Or does he take with the... Yeah, he takes with the queen. So I can attack him here. Gotta be careful. He's got a pretty good bead on me here. If I attack there, what happens? Can I do anything after that? I mean, he's got a bunch of squares he can run to with the bad bitch. And I gotta be careful. This guy's really good with... I need to be careful for time as well. So this opens up my queen for something over here. I didn't see him that queen maneuver at all. All right. So obviously this, right? I'm trying to get this guy around to there is really what I'd like to do. He's coming down this way. Okay. I feel like I'm about to get forked again. Water or wine? Bringing in the peoples. Okay. I think I'm going to attack his queen. With that. Am I waiting on a fork? Yes. No. Not really. Again, this is warm-up game. I'm not really calculating too much, as you can tell. Okay. All of that. I feel like this is an okay move. I just want to get his queen out of dodge. Back her the fuck up. So she's going to go... She has several squares she can go to. Also that... Well... Let me see. What can I do here? I can push her up. I don't think I can attack her any other way. If I push her up, this guy loses a defender. She's got that and that. I kind of don't have anywhere to go after that, do I? 5 minutes. I could push there again. Or she could also just take here, and then that doesn't work. Okay. Where now? Attack the horse? Maybe? I think that's okay. Because if he goes there, I still have this. We lose queens, but it's just a trade. Ready to go there? Right, so that's a nice little tiny outpost. I can take this out. Not sure where I want to go here. So I've got a check here. Where do I go after this? It's just a check for no reason. It just helps him develop. This gets me into a weird situation, which I don't really want to be in. I think I have to take this, right? I could move it. I think I could do that. So he takes there, right? No, that's not good. I can push this guy here. I'm really low on time. Okay. Prepping that. And then this guy really likes those move mates. I don't want to do that. Let's see. What can I do? Yeah, I need to mess with his queen. This repositions my my knight, this puts me in a worse position. And I don't see anything beyond that. Okay, we're going to do that. Right. Okay. So I can block. That doesn't do anything. It just loses. Okay, so I'll take there. Now what? I think I'm going to take... No, that's a bad move. I'm going to put him here. So that would be a lovely square, but I can't do it. Do you have a better square? I'm okay with him trading off his bishop for my knight right now. Well, no, I'm not. No. Okay, he's got the bishop pair, right? I was thinking maybe I was down. So I'm going to pop there. Right. Okay. Taking. Right. I really don't like that bishop. It's a gnarly bishop right now. And I feel like I'm going to get forked. This might be my square. I'm not sure how to get this bishop off his thing. I was thinking maybe that. Or maybe not that, but maybe this. Right. So I'm going to move him here. Oh, I probably should have gone there, now that I'm looking at it. Right. So we'll go... there. I see a problem, of course. He can come over. Right. So I'm going to open this guy up. No? Yeah? We'll do... No, that's stupid. What to do here? Am I just losing something? No. I'm really low on time. Why didn't I take his pawn? Oh, it's because of this guy. I'm not seeing. I don't see. You don't see with your eyes. So he'll probably come here, I'm assuming. I can block that way. My knight's not really doing anything. He can come there. What is that? This? So I'm gonna... I don't know really what he's setting up. And I don't have really time to think about it. Right? Okay, yeah. Good move. Well, what to do? I lose the bishop. What to do here? So if I come here, he just takes, right? I could come here, he takes my rook. That ain't no good. And I lose a bishop. That ain't no good either. Yeah, that wasn't a very good move, was it? I can take there. He takes that. It doesn't help. I could move there. Shit. Not sure what to do. Okay, we'll go here. He takes the bishop. And then I can't take because then I'm going to be in checkmate. I've got a fork there. It's nice. But, put him up. Actually, I'll see what he does first. He might get laser focused and forget about the back row mate. I don't think he will, but he might. Right. So we're going to get this guy going here. I probably need to move my king up. All right. I don't want to do that. Here. I think he's just trying to time me right now. Oops. You fucked up, dog. Nice on the blunder. I believe it was Daniel Narodsky that was talking about this. Now, I'm not trying to compare myself to Daniel Narodsky. That dude is the bomb. Like really, really good. But one of the things he said, he was playing a position, and he was like, just play solid, play solid. I wasn't playing very solid here, but play solid, because eventually, at a certain rating, like under, I think he said like 2,000 or 2,200 or something, there's just, especially under time control, there's gonna be a blunder, or there's gonna be a mistake or something, and so long as you're playing solid, you can get it. So this is, I think, a very extreme example. This guy got likely laser beamed, probably trying to run me down on time because I'm at 35 seconds and he's at 5.5 minutes. And he can just kind of make weird moves all over the place. And he's going to win. And then just went for the bait. But sweet. The old back row mate. I kind of expected him to do something else. So, but he played incredibly well. He just decimated my opening. Really interesting thing, queen fork, where he came down, threatened mate on h2, and then picked up the bishop. I think there was a way that I could have probably equalized, and I think that I could have punished him for being so brazen. I think that's my intuition, but I didn't find that, and I think he probably had a couple not as great exchanges, because I think he was winning like the whole time until just the very, very end. Anyway, there you go. Hey, someone on Twitch is watching. Say hello to me on the Twitch. So I'm going to try and do this thing where I've set up Streamlabs. Supposedly, when there's a follow or a subscribe or something like that, it's going to post something. It's going to be like, Murr, and do something. So we'll see. I'm going to follow myself with another account. Holy shit. Yes. That's pretty fucking cool. So that's what happens. That was cool. That was fucking cool. So yeah, whoever's on Twitch, you should totally subscribe or follow if you're not, because that'll happen again. I'm gonna wait 7 seconds. Find the follow button, or the whatever button, and hit it. No? Okay. Well, if you feel like it, you should. I think. That's really cool. Or maybe I'm watching myself. Maybe that's what it is. I don't think I am. I wonder if I can pop over and let's see if it says 2 people. So I have another account. It's for tabletop role-playing games. It's called Dread Lore. And we actually stream on Mondays. At any rate, you might as well, What is this? Something Buncombe chess. Does everybody know what something bunkum means? I've realized maybe I need to rebrand. Because people have asked. They're like, what the fuck's a bunkum? And I'm like, it means, you don't know what it means? It means nonsense. That's the entire idea. It's nonsense. Hello. Right. So that's Dreadlore saying hello. Dreadlore's me. And so is something bunkum chess. Maybe I only have one person. Maybe I'm just watching myself. I don't know. I can't tell. Anyway, I'm going to review this game. Because I would like to know, where did I go wrong on this? Oh, yeah. Yoga Ike wants to chat. Except, I hope he's not a dick. Good game. Oh, nice. Indeed. You stomped me. I'll say you outplayed me. Outplayed me. Let's see. What's a good way of saying this? Indeed, you outplayed me. Really destroyed. Let's see. I really dig that defense to c4. There we go. Yogi Ike is a good sport. So yeah, players from India have been awesome to me. Granted, I haven't been playing online that much. I said this on my last stream. Players from India have been so respectful and so cool. And I mean, like, why wouldn't they be? But I've had a couple other opponents, enemies, who've given Indian players some serious shit. And I have never encountered it. In fact, I've encountered literally the opposite. So props to India, man. I respect the shit out of Indian players anyway, as in the ones that I know about. But on chess.com, it's been a really good experience. I hope that is not proven wrong. Okay, game review. Look at me at $12.99. Winning on a prayer. Let's see. Sharp. That was a real battle, but you earned the wind. The wind. You earned the wind. I mean, I capitalized on a blunder. That's true. 75% accuracy. That's better than I normally do. This is an interesting graph. It's going all right. I make a miss here, or a mistake here, and it steadily starts dropping. He's winning well. I make another mistake, and I think this is a miss or a blunder. He's just winning. He just drops, and I make a blunder. He wins the fucking game, but I'm able to bring it back and then win at the very, very end. Okay. This is the Anglo-Scandinavian defense. I had not seen this. I guess this is, I mean, it's obviously a response to c4. It's interesting to me. When I'm playing black and someone throws down d4, it always throws me off. And then this is the complete response to it. Because I always want to play the Sicilian. So d5 takes space in the center, attacks the c4 pawn, and allows the queen and light squared bishop to develop, as it definitely does. He makes tons of usage of this. Excuse me. The course. Beat bad and pesky openings. I'm going to write that down because I would like to take that course later. Usually I have a piece of paper that I can write on for this stuff. But I don't right now. Alright, give me a second. I'm going to go get my chess book. The chess book. I'm still trying to get into a good schedule for this stuff. For streaming. And I just haven't been able to get into one. I mean, schedules are not really my jam anyway, as we know. So, last time I was looking at the 2 nights variation in response to the English, I got proper fucked on that one. Really nice dude, I believe he was from Ireland, I think. Anyway, today, what was yesterday? I don't even know why I'm writing all this crap down, but I'm writing it down. We're going to call this the 27th. I know it's not the 27th, but it is in my mind. Everything was one day behind. And I want to look at this. So it's response to C4. It's called the Anglo-Scandinavian. Oh, the Scandi. Now, I've seen the Scandi before. I think I'm supposed to take here. And then he comes out with the queen and then runs away. I think he's playing the Scandi. Is this the Scandi or is this the Anglo-Scandinavian? Shit. What's the guy's name? It's not Daniel. It's like... He's got a big old name. He's in IM, I believe. Damn. Anyway, he's a big old Scandinavian player. It's how I know anything about it. Anglo... Scandi. We'll call that defense. Yeah, I think this is the Scandi, or the Scandinavian. Oh, and the entire point of that was to write down this course. Beat bad and pesky. That's right. Openings. I thought about doing the Scandinavian. Good job defending that pawn. So yeah, I should just take it. I'm pretty sure this is the Scandinavian. Like that. And then I think I come out this way and then they run back. I think that's the way it is. I think another move is coming all the way over here with the queen. I think. I'm not 100%. So, yeah. This may just be what I just played, though. Let me see. So this is what I did. I think the answer is here, then here, right? Knight c3, queen d8. You can also go queen d6 back here. So this is all book shit. You can also go queen d8. That's the one I've seen. And then queen a5, right? So I've seen queen a5, I've seen queen d8, and then of course this too. And then it develops beyond this. Okay. So that's good to know. This is just the Scandinavian. Really threw me the fuck off. I might as well write it down. C kills d5. Queen kills d5. It's pretty normal moves here, I think. When I say that, it just... I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Queen to c6 or queen to a5 or queen to d8. What happens after that? I should just look this up. I'll look it up. We'll continue with this review. So where's my big... Okay, there's a miss. So me thinking I was going to fork... No, that's a... So this is the mistake. Me thinking that I was going to fork here actually missed something. And this is the mistake because I didn't see it. He just picks up the bishop. See, knight f4 is best. It blocks an attack on a vulnerable pawn. So that would have been pretty sexy because it negates this mate there. And it also negates this, although it seems like that would happen. But that also blocks the mate as well. I could afterwards maybe just attack the queen and run her out and then move the knight. I want to know what this miss is. Did I just no. I want to know what is the miss. What I was looking at was this. So if I had done this and then let's say he pushes, I could do that. And then I mean he's got to get out, right? I don't know, maybe something like this, like going all the way back or whatever. I don't think that's a good move actually, but what is the move room? E7? Oh no, it is. Yeah. Okay. And then I can move this guy out. I could also just take. Yeah, actually it wants me to. Yeah, so it wants me to take here. Probably takes here. No. Take the pawn, so he's not losing more material. And then I would move this guy somewhere. Maybe there. G2. Or back to G2. Interesting. Getting all the way back to G2. So I would want to do this and start attacking. But actually, he could just castle. Right? That's a pretty sweet, sexy square. But it actually wants me to centralize. And it's protecting this guy. Doesn't that just put me in further danger, though? Right? E4. What am I repositioning for here? Is it that? What's F4? So just moving back. Huh. I mean, well, I don't understand the moves. I feel like I would want to go there instead. But I guess it's the same position. He's there. Let me see. If I mean, it's kind of the same, right? Maybe this is preventing that. No, it's not. I guess it's holding on to that square. Anyway. Okay, so that makes sense why this knight would be good. But what's the miss? Why is that a miss? What am I missing? My own attack. So it's developing the queen on this. If I'd done that. It's protecting... What is it protecting? It's protecting this guy again. Giving the queen actually something to do. Getting her out of the way so the rooks can eventually be connected. I doubt now. I guess whenever I move the knight, wherever he's going to go, when the queen comes down, I don't know if this person, well, I think he would have, because this is just threatening checkmate. It's protecting this pawn when the knight moves. That seems like a pretty solid move. And that actually says it's just okay. Okay, let's go back to the review. I want to see why it says this is a miss. You ignored an opportunity to develop the queen off its starting square. Okay, so I could have just developed the queen. I was thinking this was a good little fork here. What I was seeing was if he takes, then I've got this, or I get this, and I'm in a better position. What I didn't see was that, which actually isn't that great of a move. Because I think he could get the same deal if he'd taked. Let's say I took that way. It actually wants the knight. So would you not do this now? I was thinking that it was a good move on my part, but huh. Okay. I see why this is a mistake because it does open that up. This is an issue here, and the queen could just be developed. Okay. Sure. Someone's watching me on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Say something in the chat so I know who you are. Also, if you subscribe, if you haven't, I set up a little Streamlabs thing, and it makes like a whole like thing. So subscribe real quick. If you don't like what I want to do, you can unsubscribe. But just for shits and giggles, you should totally do it. And say something in the chat so I know who you are. All right. Continuing this. Oh, did you see that? It was a super good move. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't. So this is a bad move. It's a mistake. Because he's going to take that bishop. Yep, as we saw, I attempted to get in there. All these questionable moves I don't like. That's a mistake too. And this is where I'm starting to really, really lose the game. I did not lose this game, by the way. I want to come back here and look at all these questionable moves. These inaccuracies, I suppose. So I'm pretty good here. I'm trying to still attack the queen. It doesn't like that. It wants me to just to improve my position. Just put pressure on black. This move puts the queen on a safer square. Okay. This threatens checkmate. Yeah, he threatened checkmate like 5 different times. But I can do something like that. I thought that was an okay move. It was not. This isn't a mistake, but there was something better for you. Okay, so it's not a mistake. It's an inaccuracy. All right, that's good to know. What was the other thing I could do? Oh, I could have just taken his fucking bishop. That would have been sexy. Hey, what's up? Now it's no more checkmate. I didn't see it. That would have been pretty sexy had I found it. To be like, take that. Okay, so taking this way is better because it doesn't screw up his pawn structure. And it pins the knight. Kinda. I mean, I've got this going on. But man, that would have been so awesome. Taking out that that dark squared bishop, that would have been spectacular. I should have looked for that move. Okay, so I should have taken here instead. I was thinking not to do that, because if I do this, you would take here. And I guess I just come back that way. So I'd take, he would take. Yogi. Oh, you're back. Yeah, I guess we can play again. Yes, this one. So I feel like this person, uh, Yoga Aiki, he knows his stuff. Swing. Yeah, this person actually knows his openings. Right, so he's doing this. I haven't seen this opening. I see what it's kind of going after. When the night is there, maybe. When the night is there, stumble and fall. No. Opening up that big bad bully. Okay. I'm gonna get checked here in a second. I could pop this way. I could do this with the knight, but I don't think I want to do that. Surely he doesn't just check. Okay, I was gonna say it's kind of a silly check. Right, so the queen goes there. I think so. The bishop can come out, but then this gets destroyed, which I don't like. Bishop can come here. He can push back. Okay, I can do that. So if I do this, I do run the risk of my bishop getting trapped. Where's my fucking one? Because with that, well, then this occurs. Should I go this first? That right there. Then this happens. I think I need to do this. I think queen c2 is the move. Okay, so that happens. We're going to get the bishops off the board. Just get those bishops off. Okay, I'm going to take your bishop. So that was a blunder, I'm pretty sure. Unless it's a trick. Oh, I understand. Last game, that was me every move. Every move. Right, so I was thinking that that was a potential... What can I do here? I want to go here and put pressure on old dude. But then he can come here, do. I think this is an okay move. Is there any way for me to defend that bishop? Or move it to just a better square? Or just a more dangerous? I think this is it. It's cool. I'll fumble here in a second. I like Yoga Aiki. I like you, sir. Or madam. Yeah, I didn't look at that one. So I can just do this, right? Am I not seeing something that does weaken the square pretty gnarly? That's right, it weakens it gnarly. Gnarly, okay. Wait, I can just take this. What am I missing here? There's a fork. I think I can just take it. So I can check this way. I lose this knight. Do I want the knight? I can put the bishop back on this, but the bishop keeps on getting attacked. I do like the bishop. Huh. Yeah, I think that's what happens. There's probably a better way for me to do that, but... Right. Okay, so... he's got a lot of pawns. I feel like I need to get his pawns out of my home, because once he gets here, this is going to happen. This, and he's got a pretty nice attack coming. That. I need to develop too. Let's see. Don't want to run out of time. This. What happens here? This. Is that blundering? I don't know. I don't know. Right? This is my idea. Right. And so then this. It's maybe not the greatest of moves. All right, so it's all dark squares. Great. My queen is on a shit square. This doesn't seem to make sense. It does break up the position a little bit. There's that. Getting the knight involved. My queen has a runaway square, which is good. I think he's going to start using his knight here in a second. Or getting her. That, I mean. Okay, so that's going to be an issue. If I go here and he puts there, I can't really do what I wanted to do anymore. So the lady needs to move. We'll go here. I'm thinking that maybe is the move. Right, so there. This just invites that out. But I think I'm okay with that. So I could take his knight. I could do this. Just kind of make a question. Okay, he does that. I can do this. It's rather passive. I'd like to go here. I know it's again lasering my queen. Right. So what is she doing? She's protecting this. Doing this thing. I want to get my rook involved. That's a square I should pay attention to. Because that's sort of his attack. Yeah, his entire attack on the king. So this and this starts breaking things down. So I was thinking this and then this, but I don't think I have time for that. There's this. But that invites this guy. There's that. Or I should say this, but I don't want to do that. Taken here. Taken here. That moves that. I don't want to do that. I could take there. But that doesn't do anything. What was I going to do? Was it this? Right. So there's that. If I take here, it takes with the bishop. Bishop. See, the bishop takes. I put my deal there. Dang, dang. I think that's okay. Now time control is such shit. Right. So now I'm here. He's coming out that way. What's he attacking? $3 minutes. No good. What's he attacking? This invites hell. Can I capitalize on it? No. I'm just going to go here. I'm going to pussy out. This is weird, but I'm going to do it. I don't like having... Oh, shit. That's okay. What can he attack? I'm looking for forks. So he's going to... Yep. That's where his guys go. Over here. Right? Yep. I got to be careful of my time. Pay attention to my rook. Right? Probably should have done the old en passant thing. Right. See, he comes down that way. I don't think that was a good move. My pieces aren't really doing much, or they're not really working together right now. Okay, so he's prepping for that. My entire point was here. Actually, I don't know if I want to do that or not. Yeah. Right. So there we go. Well done. I can check him that way. Right. We'll see if he just moves back and forth. I need to do it where it has like an increment. So he's coming down to attack there. Need to make sure he's not doing... And I'm not moving too quickly. I mean, I need to move faster, honestly, because... Yeah, oops again. Yeah, I feel it, man. He'll probably still win on time, though. Right. So we're going to come here. Right. I think coming back is fine. Right. We're gonna pop. Actually, instead of that, we're gonna do here. Right. So it takes. I can take there. Okay. Oh shit! I fucked up. Nice, man. Go here. So he takes the rook and probably does the thing. No. See, I want to go there. Right. And then, fuck, what do I need to do here? There. God, I'm so bad at mating nets. He can take the pawn. Ooh, it might be a stalemate. Ooh, is that a stalemate? If I take, does he have any moves? Ooh, nice. Buck. Sexy. That's sexy. Oh, shit. That's hilarious. Oh, no. That's hilarious. Oh, no. It's so funny how like with the wrong opponent, that would have been soul crushing. But I like this guy so much. What a fun game. And man, like I really capitalized on several of the mistakes this dude made. Because he made two blunders early on, which I was able to capitalize on, and I just couldn't seal the deal. That was sexy. That was sexy. He almost got me too. I don't think it was a stalemate, or no, I think it was a stalemate. That those last few moves. Oh fuck you, Keith. Yeah, I just gave that one away, man. Gave it away. And the time control is just utter shit. Look at this. I'm winning, and he just pulls it right back. Well done. Okay. Okay, so this is all pretty general stuff. Interesting. It wants me to strike out in at the center. Right, because I'm doing this. I'm assuming this happens. How exactly? I mean, it destroys his pawn structure. Okay. Okay. But I guess it kind of puts me in a... I was thinking it puts me in a Sicilian, but it doesn't. I mean, kind of, sort of. But instead of the C file opening, it's the D file that's open. I don't know. Looks like it transposes into something and I can't figure it out. Okay. Anyway, that's not what we did. Modern defense. It doesn't like this. It wants me to go all the way. I did not want to do that because I was going to trade down on this bishop. Again, I'm not seeing these exchanges. G5. G5. Right here. So this is one of the ideas that I've been trying to get away from. So what do we do now? Knight B to D7. Blocking this guy. And then H3. I either take... Surely I don't do this. Yeah, so kills the F3. And then probably brings the queen out. Okay. Well, none of that happened. This goes on. Okay, and then there's the blunder. What's hilarious is I didn't see the blunder either. Until afterwards. I was like, wait, can't I just take the bishop? Like, my entire reasoning for pushing this pawn was that he was going to do this. I was going to move back. He's going to come here, and we'd have this exchange. So I didn't see it either. And I was like, oh, shit, I can just take. So then he makes another mistake there. Right? And I should win. I should win the game. But I don't. I gave up this knight. I was thinking it was going to be up the exchange. This would have been so much better. Because if I ever do this and he takes, I mean, I'm starting to eat up all the stuff. Anyway, that's not what happened. Let me see these moves really quick. It wants this, and then where does he go after that? F3. Blocking in the bishop. I mean, okay. Now it wants E5. See, this just looks scary as hell to me. Like, I feel like my bishop is just going to get lost, right? Which I guess I was going to lose a piece anyway, either the knight or the bishop. His bishop can get away, although if it moves there, then I can fork him. It moves his bishop all the way back. So G3? Really? Don't I just check? Knight D5? Knight D5. Oh, I can't go here because... Right. Right, okay. Yeah, this kind of remaneuvering, I'm just not. Alright, it's a little bit beyond me. I mean, I can go down the rabbit hole. Right, so we do all this. Now, where did I go wrong? Because I have such an advantage. Should have pressed it. I was playing passively. I could have pressed in. That's a sexy move. He just has nothing to do. I didn't see it. So I moved here. I moved back, actually keeping the pressure on the king much better. I see this. This is such a sexy move. Boom. That was a sexy move, but I didn't make it. Okay, so all this happens. Remember pressing, like taking up space. I wasn't thinking about space. You know what's funny about this? I didn't see that. I just blundered a pawn. He didn't see it either. But I just blundered the hell out of a pawn. The only reason I saw it is because when I moved this knight, I was like, oh, was I doing that on purpose? No, I wasn't doing that on purpose. Yeah. So when I make this move, he's going to go boom. Right? I mean, maybe he doesn't do that, but he could. Yeah, he should have taken it. It wants that instead. Because I have this and this. So if he doob, or actually, just there maybe. Actually, it does want that. Because I can sack the pieces because I'm up pieces, right? And then eventually this can be coming C1. How does knight go to C1? Oh, C1. Right. I'm assuming a rook. No, knight A4. Coming in. So again, gathering space. Right. I do this instead. I didn't like that move. I saw this happening. It once taken that out. I didn't like that because I thought that was going to happen. I mean, it resolves that threat kind of, but this is weak. There's this. A5. Really? He loses a pawn. So A5. Does he not just take here? I guess that's really the queen's potentially getting trapped there, maybe? I don't know. And then A4 happens. So I guess it's sacking a pawn, but I'm starting to push him back and get my pawns up in his grill. All right. Interesting though. That move. Just take this guy out. I did consider that move, but I saw that and was like, oh, I can't go anywhere with it. Interesting. You could also do knight d5. Wait, bishop d5. Just attacking. That seems more my speed. But this is wild. It wants, it's like, cool, all this is happening. Get up in here. Sack this motherfucker. Get up in here. But he can go a lot of different squares. It wants knight c1. Protecting this, I'm assuming. I feel like someone would push, though. Anyway. Okay. What actually happened in the game? It's kind of a quiet night on the chat. I thought about taking that pawn. But I was afraid that if I took the pawn, then this was going to happen. I guess I could take... Oh, no. Oh, I didn't see the fork. I didn't see the fork. There's a lot I didn't see in this game. Yeah, I was so laser beamed on this. Should have just taken. But I didn't see it. So the idea here is this bishop, I need to watch these forks. They're in a forkable square. So if I can move the bishop out and he doesn't do something with his queen, like that or whatever. Where is it? Queen c1? No, king c1. Getting that out. I think it's still knight c4 is the idea. So the queen has to move. She can't move to any of those squares. Right. Bishop attacks. This attacks. Now the queen can go. Queen to f2. And we have an issue coming down this way. But I've got a lot of pressure building on his king. It wants b6 to push this guy out. See, at this point, I would be really concerned with the H file. Not pushing the knight out, because I'd be like, oh, I'm just repositioning the knight for somewhere that I don't want it to be. That's kind of a dumb square for it. That seems like the only real square. And then a5. So it's just, this person's just taking their time. They're like, oh yeah, I'm coming down here, I'm going to wreck your shit. Queen f6. What? Queen f6. Where's f6? There. Oh, right, because he's got the pawn. This is going to be the last game, y'all. So they want to trade queens. We do. Now we got a bunch of pawns lined up on us. And the king is trapped. This guy is coming at us. But it's not as bad because I have so much pressure coming. Feels like at some point I should move him out of the way. King d1. Get his king out. Bishop b1. Making way for this. Knight f2. Also the bishop, it's making way, but the real thing is it's blocking, it's guarding these squares. Bishop h7. Really guarding the squares and just getting the fuck out of dodge. e2. Getting the king involved. And knight kills some shit. h3. Trying to go up to this guy. a3. So we're just saying fuck it. Rook a1. Right? a2. Yeah. So the rook's out of the game. f2. Where's f2? I don't really understand this move. And then going after. Okay, so I just wanted to see what was the proper continuation. What actually happened was this. I really lost this game. Sillily. I allowed... Oh, no, I actually finally did take that. I'm playing okay. But my little mating net thing, basic mating net, I jacked up. Interesting. Should have come here. I don't understand that. What does that do? I mean, I guess it's prepping for this to come down. It blocks the pawn from progressing. But it also locks these pieces up. I guess he can't really do much with those pieces unless he like comes down and tries to come this way. d1. This is so he can move the king away, I'm assuming. Rook h to b8. Right. So now I can come down this way. That's potential. d2. So he wants to get the king out of there. And then bishop e2. That's a sexy move. Does he want to give this up? I mean, 2 pieces for a rook. And then... I don't know, it just seems dangerous with these guys over here. Granted, my king's here. And he'd only have a knight, so yeah, he's losing. And yeah. Okay, so... Oh, you check there first. Wait. Yeah, I dig it. Boom. So you're always going to lose that, and then E1, and then rook to there. Yeah, this is all over with. Okay. Sexy. I didn't do that. I knew at that point that he was really gunning for the stalemate and was like, I can do it. And I was like, oh no. Yeah, that was a bad move. I saw it was a bad move. That was a really bad move. I was going after this. I should have gone there. That wasn't checkmate. Okay. But it was a mating net. So he can't go there. He could go here. But I could do that. And then he's running. Actually, I don't think that's a great move. No, it is. No, D3. D3? What's the poison here? This. Probably this. Yeah. And then that's the death square. So he's just done. Maybe push. Knight F7. Yep. Here? No, probably here. It does want G6. Oh, right, because if he does this, then that's it. Right? No, because my king's out of the way. That. Wow. Anyway, didn't do that. This is what happened. I went here. Everything's cool. We're all good. And then... You ready for it? Blunder. City. Mate. Yeah? Is that mate? That's mate. But that's not what I did. It's not what I did. I did that. And with so little on the clock, watch this sexy move. Okay. This once. I'm trying to block him off. I'm just not thinking. That's the move. He's got to go there. But I don't want to push him back, right? I want to do A2. Get away from him. He's going to come here. Probably G4? G4. Where's G4? Yeah. I think that's the only move for him. Oh, G3. Really? I had him so many ways. Didn't do it though. Oh, you ready for this? Check this out. If I take stalemate, right? Because he can't move. And that's what he was hoping for. But we didn't do that. We went here. He went there. 6 moves. And I make... You ready? All I needed to do was just pull the rooks back. Nope. I gave him hope. And then I fucking gave up. Because I was like, I have 6 seconds. Like, I'm fucked. Look at this. Look at that. All I needed to do was this. That's it. But I had 6 seconds. I just wasn't thinking. All right. Ladies and gents, I think I'm done. Let me get some water. Jesus. Right. So, thanks to Murphy Good Wine for getting me through tonight. It's the Pinot Noir. What the hell was I saying? Yeah, thanks to everybody that jumped on the chat. Thanks to my opponents. Actually, my opponent. Yoga Ike. Well done, sir. Well played. I think I'm going to be on tomorrow. That's the plan anyway. I'm trying to do it every day. Sunday, Monday is usually really rough because everything's starting for the other podcast, which, by the way, I will show you right now. Maybe. It's right here. This podcast is Mondays, 7 p.m. It's a tabletop role-playing game called Dread Lore. Think of it like an alternative to Dungeons and Dragons. Just way better. Yeah. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. Check that shit out. Hey, check it out. Musical thanks to Intrepid Adventurers and all lowercase letters. You can check them out on Spotify and many other places. Here's the logo for Dreadlore. You can get a t-shirt with that logo on it. You go to dreadlore.com. Something Bunkum Chess doesn't have a logo yet. I was thinking of a few ideas. So it's called Something Bunkum Chess. I was thinking SB Chess, because nobody knows what Bunkum means. If you do know, state so in the chat, and you'll get my respect. I was thinking King Bill. Like, wear a crown and everything. King of getting wrecked. Are you ready for it? Here it comes. You gotta have the finger point. It's all slowing down now. I figure I'm just gonna hang out on here for a second. Drink my wine. Thanks to the Patreon. If you want to join it and support, patreon.com/dreadlore. It's for all the podcasting and such that we do, improving equipment and all the things that people use Patreon for. If you want to be a sponsor, I don't know if I can do that. What are you guys doing for Halloween? You should tell me in the comments. Do you guys do the... It's not Salwe. That's hello in Latin. What's it called? Sonia. It's the Irish holiday. Samhain? Samhain? Yeah, I think it's Samhain. Sounds like Salwe. Anyway, a couple of my friends have sent me several of like the historical stuff for real Halloween. I think it's cool. I think it's cool shit. If you want me to investigate any particular defenses or openings for white or black or whatever, let me know in the comments. If you have any particularly cool ones, let me know. I'd like to get into the Scandi. I think it'd be really interesting. And I think you play it against D4. I think that's what its whole thing is. Maybe not. I haven't looked into it. All right. I'm getting out. I'll leave you with some Intrepid Adventurers. Stay sexy, y'all.
Cup I'm banging, you girls and the bars against, calling you all both so skinny, dress you up 'cause you're so pretty.
Hi, Megan. And Jake. How are you guys doing? I can stay up for a second. I have a little bit more wine. Right, so, let me turn this down a little bit. That shouldn't be too terribly loud. Or drinking puzzles. All right, I'll do a couple puzzles. I played a couple games. Let me show you the games. Should I show you the games? It might take too long. They're pretty funny. They're pretty funny. I'll post the games, of course, after this and cut them up. I played one person from India named Yoga Aiki. Awesome opponent. Very cool. Yeah, they're interesting games. You want me to show? All right, hold on. Speaking of this song, that line, which was hilarious, and we recorded, we actually changed, and we were going to re-record the song, but I left China. The sign is supposed to, or the line is supposed to be, seen all the world, tasted on her lips, world keeps spinning by the swaying of her hips. And if you remember Chad came up with that line, which was really cool. Is it going to be an ad? No, it's not. Sweet. All right. Is the music too loud? You won't have me for a game tonight, you promise? All right. So, let's see. So this is the second game between Yoga, Aiki, and myself. This person's rating is 1250. After I was done with them. They play pretty strong. Their openings are pretty strong. Not in this game, but they are such a good sport. It's really nice. Okay. So they play d4. To d4, I use the King's Indian Defense, which is over here. And that's basically it. It starts going tits up here in a second. Tits up is not the right word. So the issue here, my plan was this. I was going to push here. I knew that my bishop was going to get fucked, and I was going to trade off the bishop. I was expecting this, then that, trapping the bishop, and then I was going to do this. Well, I didn't realize that it's a blunder for him. Neither did he. Because I can just take the bishop. I didn't see it. Alright, so we keep on going. I'm doing pretty well. He's down a lot. Alright, so I'm doing very well at this point. If you look at the little bar thing over here, I'm up, like it's all black. You know, minus 7.75. That is very good for black. Are you ready for what happens? This guy, it's ironic. This is the second game, okay? I should have shown you the first game first. In the first game, I quoted one of the people that I've been watching, which is if you just play solid enough, eventually someone will likely blunder. And because you're playing solid, you're going to be able to capitalize. Keep that in mind. So all that we were negotiating all this stuff, he's on the ropes because he's down a lot of material. He's got a knight, I've got a rook, a bishop, and a knight. The engine really wants me to push the A file and eventually take that pawn. I don't do it for a long time. See, it really wants it. The line is really neat. It's pretty sexy. Let's see. If I take here, what is it? Basically, the idea is this bishop here, if I can move it out of the way, then this can come here and fork these two, right? So let's say he takes, I could do that and get his queen. I didn't see it. Instead, this happens. We trade queens. We're making just okay moves. Okay and good moves. Yep. He makes a couple bad moves here in a second, which I do capitalize on. This is pretty interesting. This is some computer shit that I don't fucking see. I'm like, I'm going to check him. It really wants this. And the reason is because it stops this pawn. I can just start pushing this guy and hemming his king in. I don't see it though. Right? All fine. All fine. No problem. He's trying to do a stalemate here. Going back and forth with the king and the bishop. It was at that point I was like, uh-oh. He knows how to do a stalemate. Don't get your hopes up. So, oh no, hold on. Let me turn this shit off. Fuck. Total Wine can suck my dick. All right. Let's see. Diagonals, your only weakness. Truth. Truth. My only weakness, and in games and openings and off in the middle game. Right. So he makes a bad move. Haha. Me too. Check this shit out. If I just checked him, he's in a really bad way. Because if he'd come after this pawn, well, he can't come after the pawn, but come like there or something, he's getting into a mating net, which I'm not good at. Why? Diagonals. Okay. This is when it wants this, and he starts being pushed over, and I get him. I don't do that. Instead, this happens. So he still makes that move. Not a good move. This is a good move. All right. He's toast. Okay? He's fucking toast. He's done. He's done. Forcing moves. Mate in 2. It's going. It's going. It's going to happen. All I needed to do was that, because the bishop guards the rook. And hey, that's checkmate. Pay attention to my time control here. I'm at 42 seconds. He's at 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Okay? That's a blunder. So he takes. So I'm like, okay, I'll move here. We'll just reposition. Get it right back going. 24 seconds. Again, all I need to do is this. He moves there. I move over here. There's pretty much nothing he can do. He's got to check. Okay, I'm going to come here. He can't do anything. He's fucking done. What is it? Rook D3. Yeah. Blocking this shit, I can take. Like this is all bad for him. He can do this. Checkmate, right? That is not what happens. It's not what happens. So I'm like, cool. Why is that a mistake? Time has been killing me? Yeah. And my own moves. Why is this a mistake? I did catch it. I did catch it because when he takes, if I take his rook, he has no moves left. And that is stalemate. Right? Because he can't take, he can't move, his pawns are fucked, it's stalemate. So he would have stalemated me. And I was like, oh. And if you look, does it actually show? So that took him about 30 seconds to make that decision. Because he's like, wait, is it stalemate? And this guy obviously moves pretty quick. So I get out of it. I don't take the rook. Good. He makes a blunder. All right? That is a blunder. It is mate in 6. The issue is I have 12.5 seconds. And this is what happens. Okay, fine. Mate in 5. Mate in 6. I could have moved to the A file and just fucking finished it. No. I don't do that. I go here. He moves back. I'm like, I need to protect my rooks because there's no other square that can go to. I have 8 seconds. So he checks me. So I move up. So he checks me. So I move back. He could just keep on doing this. I have 6 seconds. Right? He takes the bishop. Not a good move because it's mate in 6, but I have 6 seconds. So I move there. I don't know if you heard that crack. That was my heart. So he takes it. And I lose on time. Now, you would think the irony is I'm still technically winning here. I've got a passed pawn. I have a rook that's guarding this spot. I mean, like, I can play this. He can do that. Like, I'm not in the worstest of positions. Right? Like, I'm gonna get this queen. It's gonna happen. Mate in 6. If I knew how to pre-move, it wouldn't have helped. But if I knew how to pre-move and how to play chess, I could have potentially won this game. Yeah, dude. Sternum? Yeah. Mi corazón! I know. So I lost this game because at this point, hold on. Because at this point, when that happens, I just started laughing uncontrollably and lost on time. And he was like, good game. Which is funny because of the first game. Now, interestingly enough, this is not a good move, what he did here. He still won. He should have taken it this way. Because then he could have stopped this from happening, and we're equal. We're completely equal at this point. This is a stalemate. Actually, he might be able to win with that, but probably not. Because my shit's pretty active. But yeah. Okay, so that was that game. Oops. There's this, and then I think we can do an analysis here. Oh, wait, no, we can't. I wonder if I can go back to... These are my active games. This guy's going to kick my ass. Let me see. Archive? Yeah. So this game... How do I go back? Analysis. Lord, it's bright. Okay. So in this one, I play the English. He plays this. When I saw it, I was like, oh shit, I've never seen that before. I have never played it before against this defense. I've seen this plenty of times. This is called the Anglo-Scandinavian defense, which I'm pretty sure is just called the Scandinavian or the Scandi. Something Bartholomew. John Bartholomew? I think I just remembered his name. Probably because of situational memory. Is it situational? Conditional? No. In a state memory. I'm a little bit inebriated and therefore. Anyway, I have seen the Scandi. I think it's one of the anti-Englishies, whatever. Okay, what I should have done is taken. And then the queen comes out. Jake, you would love this one. You should check out the Scandi You should check out the Scandi. So if someone plays c4, like I always do, you can play d5. They don't have to take, but if they do, you do this. They attack you. You can move back. You can move over here, so lots of queen movement. You can also move here. And then it goes from there. You should look it up. I don't know the Scandinavian, but I just was looking at this before you guys jumped on. Anyway, that's not what I do. Instead, I try to play it like the two knights defense, which is something that I was just looking at. Yoga Ike knows his Scandi. He plays the shit out of it. So we go through here. You'll note this bishop. Okay. So this bishop is here, obviously. I pushed this pawn. That is a mistake. I likely should have pushed maybe this pawn, or even gotten just something else into the game. Activated the queen. Something. Instead, I pushed this pawn. The reason that is bad is for two reasons. One, it does this nasty fork, where if he moves his queen there, it's checkmate because of this guy. Also, he can pick up the bishop, which he does. I have an antidote. I can do that. Something. I don't do that. I do this. Stopping checkmate, but then he just takes my fucking bishop. I make another shit-tastic move here in a second with a pawn. Yeah, that is apparently not a very good move. Doing this stuff. So we trade. There's another shit-tastic move. I believe that was a shitty move. This was the move I needed to make. So when this happens, what was it? I mean, I can come back here, potentially. That doesn't really look like a great move. No, that's a terrible move, actually, because of this. These guys are defended. It's not the worst. And I am technically lasering his king. I forget what the suggested move was. Maybe getting this guy off. Just getting him off. Something like that, perhaps. At any rate, black has an advantage here. But it's only slight. But that's not the move I played. Oh no. I played this move. And now black has a greater advantage. And then we do... You ready for this? It's going to happen. Black has not an amazing advantage. He's up a pawn. Okay, playing okay. That's not a good move. This was a great move for him. Not a good move for him, but we're still good. Still good. Oh no! What did Will do? Will fucked up. Yep. It's looking bad for Will's king. Doesn't look good. Yeah, we're taking shit. And now we're kind of equal. We're equal up in this bitch. Right? The Scandi. Yeah, the Scandinavian. And I want to say his name is John Bartholomew. Plays it all the time. He has a YouTube channel. I think he's one of the first chess YouTubers. I think. Let me see. Yeah, it's John Bartholomew, Chess Fundamentals. I believe that he's written books, I think, and I know he definitely started one of the big online chess things. Yeah, check out John Bartholomew Scandinavian. He's got a very good podcast. The way he explains things is really good. When you first learned to play chess, you just copy your opponent's move like a mirror as long as you could. That is actually an attack. That's a known one. It's called the copycat. And it's really, really, really effective. Until you got to know when to jump out of it. And honestly, just YouTube it. I think John Bartholomew does it. Gotham Chess. who's like the biggest chess person. He's got like 6 or 8 million followers. Bartholomew. How do you spell his fucking name? If you know how to spell, you'll get it. I don't know how to spell. Oh, did I spell it right? Holy shit. Yeah. Anyway, those two are awesome. Yeah, it's called the Copycat. Yeah, if you know the Copycat, you can really fuck someone up with it. I believe it's more of like a club chess type thing, and like lower rated, as in lower. It's often played with lower rated players. When I say lower rated, I mean under like 2,000. Okay, so people that they're like lower rated players. This is like fucking masters and shit. Say that shit. I think you do perfectly fine with a Copycat. You just have to know it's like there's a move, like you've copied their pawn moves, that they've got their bishops out, their knights, and once everything's out, because normally you're playing black when you're copying them, I think. If you don't stop it at the right spot, they open up shop in your butthole and you lose. So you got to know it. Just check it out. All right. What happened? What's going on? Right. All this. I take his fucking bishop. Hell yeah. I make a real shit move here in a second. That's it. Now, the issue is, why would I put my knight there? I put my knight there thinking we're like, I was like, I am losing this game. It's so bad. Oh no. Well, by position, we're actually pretty equal. Like both of our kings are fucking off on the side of the board. His pawn structure is a little better because he's got his 3 pawns, right? And I have an isolated pawn. He's got that nice light squared bishop, and this is a light square over here, which isn't really good. Is that right? Yeah, because he can actually check me. I think if I want to stalemate, I need to be over here. The issue is, I have 38 seconds and he has 5.5 minutes. Right? And so I make a Hail Mary. This is a bad move. However, it's a trick. Because if he takes it, I can back row mate him. And that's what happened. So I won the first one on like the oldest school, the oldest trick in the book style. It's like he's laser beaming, he's like, holy shit, he made the blunder, boom, 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 and it just happened to be that. And this guy was so gracious about this. I don't know if it actually has the chat on here or not. Details? Openings? No. I don't think it actually shows what we chatted about. That was a real battle, but you earned the win. Go fuck yourself, Keith. Jesus. Keith. So I played 1350. He played 1200. It was just a blunder. But his moves all through it were so good. Actually, it says he's just playing average. I mean, I thought he was playing great. In-game accuracy, 93% my ass. Yeah, anyway, what the chat said was, he was like, oh shit, fuck, I fucked up. And I was like, dude, it happens to me all the time, because it does. And then on the second game, when I lost, or when he started making blunders, he was just like, oh, damn. and then won. And it was a good game, and you had to be there. You had to be there for it. It's really fun. Do I have a favorite piece? As a kid, I always hated the knights. I wanted them to be like actual knights and not the horses, because I didn't know anything about horses. And anyone who was good with the knights fucked my day up. So I don't like the knights. I liked the castles or the rooks, which for some reason we called them castles. Yeah, that was my favorite piece as a kid. Nowadays, the bishops are my favorite. And I think it's because they are my anathema. Um, I'm like a T-Rex with bishops. Like I can't see diagonals. It's just anyway. Jesus Christ, that's a huge time. No joke. No joke. My time was just utter dog shit this entire thing. All right. So because they look like castles, right? I guess so. So before I roll, I want to ask you two a question. I was wondering, do I need to rebrand, with my 3 followers? Do I need to rebrand? Here's the ideas. Here's the ideas. So it's something Buncombe chess. But like most people, they don't seem to know what Buncombe means, which is ironic. So I was thinking, okay. Also, it's a lot of words. It's a lot of letters and syllables and shit. What do you think about SB chess, right? I mean, yeah. There's the first. Do you love it or do you hate it? Tell me that first. I'm going to give you a few seconds. Got 3 people on the YouTube. So it's you two and someone else. Other person, say hello. Oh, Megan and or Jake, are you on the Twitch? Jump on the Twitch if you're not on the Twitch. You don't hate it. Okay. Jump on the Twitch really quick. We're going to try something out. I added a thing. I added something. So when I see you on there, we're going to do the thing. We're going to do a trial thingamajig. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so the first idea is SB chess. Whoever's watching in the chat, you should totally throw in on this. Megan, what do you think? Jake says he doesn't hate it. Do you like something Buncombe chess more? Do you care? Does it matter? Right? Does my butt look big? I need to know. All right, something Buncombe chess, of course. SB chess. Check this out. Night games. Huh? No? There actually might be like a band. I know there's a song. Anyway. Like night. It's always at night. Come on. It's pretty funny. It's at night games, like late night. Okay. Late night chess. There it is. Who just followed? Someone just followed. Fuck yeah, Jake. Hell yeah. Boom. Was that not sexy? Was that not sexy? Huh? Listen, I think that's amazing. I think that's fucking awesome. Yeah, Megan, you should totally unfollow and then follow just so you can do it again. Okay, so there's late night chess. Yeah? Okay. So night games. Jake likes night games. He loves night games. Yeah? Late night chess, as you wish. What about boom? Like, it's just cool to do every time or every so often. It might actually have a cooldown. It's pretty badass. Yeah. And you get like hearts and shit and a jumping box. It's cool. As I wish. Oh, it's at as I wish to do the thing. Okay. So night games, late night chess, SB chess, something Buncombe chess, of course. Here's the last one. King Bill. What do you think? Megan, what do you think? Jake Mazit. Anything? I mean, it could be like King Bill chess. You like night games? So night games might be the one. Do you think that I need to rebrand? Or do you think, something Buncombe chess is perfectly fine? Because I have to change all the metadata and do a thing. And, I mean, it's not that much work, but we're talking like 30 minutes of work, 45 minutes of work of just being on social medias trying to figure it all fucking out. Do you think night games would be something that people resonate with? Thoughts. I need your thoughts. What do you think? Okay. I'm going to do a puzzle and then I'm going to go. I said I'm going to do puzzles, so I'm going to do one. This is the normal puzzles. I don't want to do the normal puzzles. I want to do the puzzle rush. Truth be told, I like your name, whether people know it or not, but Night Games is super clean. Yeah, I got to think about it. But if you like the something Buncombe chess, honestly, I do too. It's just when I think about it, I'm like, does anyone get it? Or they're like, what the fuck does that mean? Okay. So let's rock and roll with this. And then I'm going to roll 5 minutes. That's it. Here we go. Everybody likes timers. I don't like timers at all. I feel like I should just take the bishop. Oh, you're going to get a queen, are you? White to move. So I could go here. Nope. That's the wrong move. Don't make that move. 226. Please. That's the move. There we go. There we go. That was a diagonal, Megan. Boom. See? Back row mates. I got those on lock. Pa. Really? Bloop. But I'm not seeing the diagonals is the thing. So I can pop here. This is the obvious move. Ugh. Eyeballs. Black to move. This seems like I would have gotten this. Oh, shit. Right, so I can just take the bishop, and then this happens that way. I can take this. I think I have to start here. Now I can take the bishop. This is checkmate. Mer. As they say, mer. Mer, see? This is a check, But then he kind of runs away, doesn't he? That, I think, might be a move. Boom, boom, boom. No. This check is it. That just loses a bishop. This trades queens. I'm not sure about this one. I don't immediately see it. No. This, maybe there? Yeah. Okay, so we're trying to trap the queen. Yeah. Okay. That is it. That provides this square, and then I come in with the knight. No, the knight here. All right, so there's a check here. And then I can check here, but I don't want to do that. I'll go there. It's black to move. Why don't I go here? Oh, I don't know. It went too fast. There's probably a diagonal. I can go here. Is there some stupid diagonal? No. Okay. Fucking diagonals, man. Jesus. So we can't run this way. This makes that, and then I get that. No. What am I not seeing? What don't I see? That is maybe the move. No, that's not it. Don't make that move. Let me play this one again. It's so bright. Let's see. Truth be told, you like the name more appeal than something Buncombe. It's unique. My name now. What chat do you look at more, Twitch or YouTube? So what I'm doing is I'm using restream.io, which, by the way, I need to plug them because I'm supposed to. Restream.io, it's one of those, it's like Streamlabs. Streamlabs, I believe, does it as well. It allows you to stream to multiple platforms at once, which is how I do Twitch and YouTube. And Restream gives you a chat box that populates both. So, Jake, when you're talking on Twitch, I see it in the same chat as when Megan talks on YouTube. And vice versa and all that stuff. So before you were on YouTube and it actually tells me that, and then I see where you switched over to Twitch. Yeah, OBS is what I use as well. But what you can do, so OBS, you put in your stream key, right? And then your stream key you would get from either Twitch or YouTube. You actually don't need OBS to stream to YouTube, by the way. Or I don't think you need it for Instagram or even Twitter. And you don't need it for YouTube. However, those platforms, you can't do as much. You can't customize your stream as well or as easily or even as much as you can with OBS. But as you know, since you use OBS, OBS is a big, fat, fucking bitch. Especially on a Mac. Okay. The thing with OBS is you put in your stream key, let's say for Twitch. And so what is going on? I'm sorry if you know this and I'm just preaching to the choir. What's going on is OBS is encoding your video and your audio and all that stuff and whatever overlays and crap you have going on. The reason that's important is because in the early aughts, you just stream on Twitch, but I record and edit the footage and put your YouTube videos. Yeah. So what's going on is in the early aughts, late 90s, early aughts, back in the day, getting video sucked dick on internet. And the reason is because people would upload it and it would take forever because we had, like 28.8 baud modems and the 56K, etc. But the real reason is everything had to buffer. So it just sucked. Like watching a movie, you'd like load the movie up and it'd take forever. Again, sorry if I'm preaching to the choir here. Then they came up with this technology where they're like, wait a minute, let's say that so-and-so has, they're working on like a university computer. So they've got like a T1 connection, like a badass fucking connection. And then other person is on the modem. We'll give shitty video to the person who has the shitty internet, and amazing video to the person who has amazing internet. And the way they did this was through encoding. So when you go to YouTube and you're like, oh, it's all grainy and the resolution shit, that's because it is encoded to be able to do it. So, how do I have such amazing audio quality? First of all, cheers to you, sir, for saying that. I want my buddy Ken Howell to hear you say that. He'll probably disagree with you because he's an audio guy. Anyway, the long and the short of what I was trying to say, that's with OBS. If you use something like Restream, what happens is it connects to your Twitch, your YouTube, your whatever. Restream gives you a stream key, and you put that into your OBS. So you're actually streaming to Restream, which is then repopulating, I believe. What am I drinking? This is grape juice. It's called Murphy Good. I think I applied to work there. They had an Instagram thing a couple years ago to like learn how to do wine making. What is that called? There's a special word for it. Megan, what is the word? I forget. Anyway, this is a Pinot Noir, California brand, Murphy Good. It's pretty good. It is kind of juicy. What's the flavor of this? I was going to say black cherry, but it's really not black cherry. It's sweeter than that. Maybe plum? I don't know. What does it actually say? I'm not really good at this kind of stuff. No added sugars. Oh, it has grapes. It doesn't get... Oh, yes. It says cherry. Okay, well, fuck me in the ass. Raspberry and tea leaves. It is dry. I've noticed the Pinot Noir is kind of dry. But I dig that. Your favorite wine is J. Lohr Cabernet. I'm assuming the Cabernet Sauvignon. J. Lohr, I have not heard of it. I do like red wine, though. Okay, audio. What do you use for your audio? Because you can always have better audio. So what do you actually use? Okay, what did I do here? It said suggested theme. What? Nani? Why does it suggest a theme at all? So I fucked this one up. How did I? It's black to move. Oh, wait. Right, so it's black to move. I moved here thinking, oh, duh. That hangs the rook. Oh. Right. So that's what that is. Son of a bitch. Ooh, puzzles I've failed. Yeah. This is what we found last time. White to move. You guys are going to keep me up till 5 in the morning. A winemaker is a vintner. What's the science of it called? Surely it's not vinology. I used to know what it was. Let's see. I mean, a cheap USB mic, and I try to balance everything in my recording software, and then after in Premiere Pro. Okay. So I hear two things: a vintner, or just vintner. It's not like vinology. I thought it was like, it's not urology. That's like pee. There's a specific word for it. Oh man, let me stand up. Gotta get the blood in the legs. Yep, just gonna hang out. There's a word for it. So vintner, I've heard. It will come to me. Oh, enologist. Enologist. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Jake, there's a couple things that I hear. Okay, your cheap USB mic. What cheap USB mic? Are we talking like a Blue? Because that's a fairly cheap mic. But it's got pretty good quality. There's two issues. Excuse me. There's two issues that I see. Three potentially. You have to think about the chain, the sort of daisy chain, and the bottlenecks that you've got going on. The first. And things that you can control without buying stuff. Premiere Pro is dog shit at audio. I mean, you can do it, but it's not that great. If you have Premiere Pro, then I'm assuming that you also have access to, what is it called? Audition. If you have access to Audition, use that for your audio. So do your video in Premiere Pro, export it out to Audition, Adobe Audition. It's specific for audio. It's way easier to fucking use. You have to learn it, and that's a bitch, but you can YouTube it. And then you can export it back. Yeah, so Adobe Audition, use that for audio. Straight up. And then put it back in. Okay, so that leads you down a little bit of a rabbit hole. The thing is, shit in, shit out. If you have shit audio coming in, you can improve it, but it's not going to be super clear and sexy, right? Because you're not capturing it. I'm assuming you're processing it. You need to make sure that your process for processing is up to snuff and you're not overdoing it. Yeah, Photoshop and Premiere. Yeah, those are excellent to know. Depending on what you want to do with it. Especially nowadays, like, because I just downloaded or updated my Photoshop and the Adobe stuff, and it has all this AI crap, and it's pretty sexy. Anyway, so when you're doing audio, you've got normalization, compression, and EQ. You don't really need to do a lot of EQing, unless again you got shit audio, or you're mixing down like music or something. Compression you really don't need, unless you have shit audio, right? So if you have like big highs and big lows, if you're moving back and forth on the mic, you might need to compress. And then normalization. Normalization is just raising the gain all the way up, just globally. For a YouTube video, you really don't need to do that, especially if you're just doing podcasting type stuff. So it depends on your process. You can spend a lot of time editing that kind of crap. Okay. Suggestion. Using Audition if you're going to actually be editing audio. If you don't want to fuck with that, Premiere does have some options for compression and normalization. People argue a lot on the order of operations here. There are a couple YouTube videos that are really, really solid that explain the bits and pieces of how to basically do that. In a nutshell, if you look at the audio, which you cannot really do in Premiere Pro, you can do it in Audition really easily. If you look at it and you see like just a couple big fuck all spikes, then you can go in, isolate those, drop them down in the gain, and then normalize to like -3 dB, and you'll have some loud fucking nice solid audio. Right. If you want it to sound just halfway decent, you don't need to do any of this shit. The main thing is record good audio, and then you don't really have to do any of that stuff, and it's going to be half decent. Okay, so you bought a Fifine mic from Amazon. I don't know Fifine. That doesn't mean anything. I don't know a lot of microphones, but I dig it. So it's USB mic. Okay, so we're getting to hardware. With USB mics, the issue is this. You've got how big is the so they are condenser mics, which means they're powered. So there's a magnet that's moving things and capturing the sound or causing the diaphragm to move. So depending on how large that diaphragm is how sensitive the microphone is. But also these USB mics, there's a couple things going on the inside. One, they have their own preamp, and that is super important. Anytime you have a combo of technology, the technology within that combo is not as good usually as if you separated it. So for example, if you had a microphone and a preamp. So a preamp that is literally a dedicated device and a microphone that's a dedicated device. If you smush them together, you get some efficiency there, but it's not going to be as great of quality. So that's the first thing. USB microphones oftentimes don't have very powerful preamps or very good preamps. 2, when you're going from USB to your computer, what's happening is this is analog shit coming out of my mouth, going into this microphone. At some point along the chain, it's got to turn digital because we are all digital, yeah? Yep. So the idea is you have to have what's called an AD, it's not transceiver, an AD processor, I think is what it's called. Analog digital processor. This can be in the cord itself. If you have one of those cords that like has the big USB thing and it chunks in and a light pops in, that's what that is. And this little tiny dude is not as powerful as an actual audio interface. Or if you get like a blue mic or perhaps your mic, all of that's housed inside of it, and it's just cheaper stuff. So that in and of itself is going to give you a weaker sound. Your microphone may sound, maybe there's no bass to it, which is the microphone itself. Maybe it's too bassy. All microphone stuff, which means you need to correct it. You need to correct it in post. So you have to diagnose what the problem is. Is there too much bass? Okay, well, go to Audition, or If you want to do it in Premiere, there'll be an audio thing, remove some bass. Bam. It's going to sound better. It's going to sound more balanced. Then you might throw a compressor on, which is going to take, it's going to squeeze the top. It's going to make the quiet shit sound as loud as the loud shit. Or normalize, it makes everything just fatter sound, a fatter of a sound. More fat of a sound. There you go. If you want to get good audio, you need a good mic. And you need an audio interface. An audio interface that I'm using. So this is a dynamic mic. This is a podcast, a Rode podcast, which is not a super sexy mic. It is a $100 mic, but it's dynamic. The difference between condenser and dynamic mics, that's like what you'd see on stage. They're more rough. They're more isolating in the sound. They do not need power. So this has got an XLR cable chunk plugged into it. XLR is great. It's grounded, so it doesn't have a lot of interference. The mic has no power going to it. It's more rugged because of that. It's isolating, which means if something happens over there, you're not really going to hear it. I kind of have to eat the mic. With your mic, you can probably be sitting back here or around this way, and it's gonna be more sensitive, depending on its pattern. Okay, so this XLR cable is going into a Scarlett 2x2. You don't have to get the Scarlett 2x2, but this is an audio interface. You also don't have to get this one. There's one that has, so the 2x2 has 2 XLR inputs and 2 quarter-inch inputs. You can get the other one. This is about $100. The Scarlett is about $100, and then all the cabling stuff. Let's say $220, $250. And the Scarlett will change the XLR analog into digital, and it will also, it has its own preamp. It's not an amazing preamp, but it's good enough. And you plug that bitch into your computer, and you're gonna get a lot better audio, a lot better sound on your microphone. If you have a condenser microphone, it's gonna sound really nice and sexy because the Scarlett can power it. See, you think you spent $30 on your mic, but it has an adjustable arm, which is cool. Yeah, it is cool. Adjustable arms are the bomb. And important because you don't want all the shaky stuff. This chess podcast has become an audio thing. My suggestion, if you don't want to spend any money, you have to diagnose, why does your sound not sound good? As in, like, here, better question. What about your sound does not sound good? Is it too thin? Is it too thick? Too bassy? Too high? Those kinds of things, you can use some processing to bolster, essentially some EQing, and make it sound pretty good. If it's something like it's going in and out, that's your mic placement. You need to stay in front of your mic, preferably about 6 inches to 3 inches away. I eat the mic because this is a dynamic mic, and it's just not as strong. At the very least, the audio of my gameplay is good. It's definitely my speaking audio that I struggle with. Yeah, so that's the question. Is it too thin? Is it too thick? Too bassy? Too tinny? If you're yelling, is it peaking, going to 0 and above dB? That kind of stuff. If you're doing that, you need to turn down the gain. You need to back off the mic when you yell. You got to be like Celine Dion and be like, "Ah!" and do that kind of shit, which is why they do it. And back off the mic a little bit and then turn down the gain a little bit if you're peaking. Otherwise, if you don't have a problem with that, like I said, that's spending no money. And you can do that in Premiere. Honestly, if you're getting into Audition, you don't need to. But that's the place where I would edit audio. if I was going to edit audio. A good fix, if you can spend some cash, is to get a blue, USB blue microphone. There's several tiers of it. Drop the $100. It's going to be a pound for pound better mic. Do a little bit of YouTube review on it just to make sure, and you might get a discount code or whatever. And those are easy. They're right there. Boom. You just plug them in and they rock and roll. Okay. Oh, you can't express how much I appreciate your advice. Well, I appreciate you listening and jumping on the fucking stream. Hell yeah. Okay, it's 4:40. Let me finish up this bullshit real quick. God, I can rant like a motherfucker. What is this white to move? White to move bullshit. So, I think that's the move. I'm wrong. I just looked at it. I'm wrong. That's the move. That's not the move. I'm not even paying attention anymore. I was thinking this, then that, then this, but then the king takes it, which I wasn't thinking about. This, I was thinking, oh, he'll take, then I'll take. The king moves there, but he's got ways out. Well, yeah. This might be something. Because my king has safety over here. He's fighting. Ha 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 ha. I'm hilarious. So if I take here and he takes back, I can check him. He can push there. Does that work? This. I mean, it's not a forcing move. I mean, it is a kind of a forcing move. He's got that square. I could push here. Okay, let me see. This. This. He just moves back. So that doesn't work. I'm too tired for this shit. Not really sure what other moves. Maybe something like that. So I just tried that and it didn't work. And I tried that and it didn't work. Okay. Because the king's defending. This kind of puts him on in a moment. Because it blocks that square. So I move there. He does something like that. Yeah, I don't think that works. Does it work? You see this? I'm trying to find forcing moves, but I don't see that as a forcing move. I think he can just move there. And then I can do this whole little trade thing, but he doesn't have to trade. Let's say he does. I'm losing a rook. So is he. His king is there. And I kind of don't have an attack on him. This. So it moves this pawn. That pawn I would remove, and I'd remove this defender, right? I mean, I wouldn't remove it yet. That well, shit, fuck. There, check. He moves back, But now I've got this, and he can go there, and I can go here. But then he can escape. And I can move there. Check. He's got that square. Boom. I come here with my queen. He's got that square. I can come here, and that would be, as in there. And I think that would be checkmate. Is that right? There's probably any better way of doing this. Holy shit. Okay, well, he just does that. Attacking the queen. I mean, I can just take his rook. All right. See, I've got 3 people on Twitch. I think that's you 2, and then 2 on YouTube. I think that's YouTube. You guys are my people. Puzzles I have failed, all themes. I love that. That's great. How did I fail this one? Black to move? Oh, I probably did that, and it was like, Merp. So I can move there, but that's not so great, right? Maybe that is great. I could also move there. So the idea here is if I move there, I'm not giving his rook that ability to move back. Oh, I'm out of water, Megan. Which means I need more wine. I cannot drink this entire bottle of wine tonight. Ever play a board game called Corridor? It's your favorite strategy game next to chess. Okay. Is that the one where everything is really fast and you can slow it down? And like, there's like dudes who run out and you have to like shoot them like in Police Trainer or whatever. Is that the same game? All right, so I'm seeing this. Because if he takes, I get his rook. I have a pawn here. His rook could come there. And I do have a problem because I can't get that pawn. Well, I could check him. He moves there. I could get this guy in front. It seems complicated though. I mean, I do have this nice passed pawn, but his rook's kind of all over it. And this could eventually become something. So that's that. There's no way for me to control this diagonal that I see. That controls it. But then, and what do I do? Right? If I take with the pawn guards this guy, but it allows this number. And then he can start pushing. That doesn't seem good. Seems like that's the move. Maybe that, this. No, because he's got this rook, and that rook's going to jack me up. Maybe that's the first move. No. That's what I was thinking it was. I can't move his piece. Okay, I just wanted to see if those were the 2 moves. They aren't. Don't do those moves. This just sacrifices the old dude. So it's got to be this guy, right? That, I mean, this can happen, and then it's like, okay, great. This stops his thing. So if I'm moving the rook, it's got to be a check, right? Is that not it? Yeah, okay. It's got to be a check. Getting the rook on this side might be interesting. You say, no. On your turn, you place a wall or move your piece. The goal is to move to the other side of the board while creating a maze to block your opponent. Oh, interesting. No, I've never played it. Without seeing it, I can't say, but it reminds me of Go, just in so much as you're like controlling space like that. But it sounds cool. Corridor, you say? Okay, so it seems like the black king or the white king, these 2 squares are controlled. So maybe getting over here, losing this guy, I can check him. He moves back. Like he's got to move back some way. That didn't make any sense. Oh, wait. I can check him there. So he's got to move there. I mean, that's the... no? Okay, that's not it. Well, there's that. Oh. No wonder I'd failed that. Yeah, mating nets, man. All right. It's the last one I'm going to do. And then I'm going to jump off here. It says Restream needs access to my YouTube account. Am I still streaming on YouTube? So Restream is cool, but sometimes it just kind of drops off. So it seems that I'm still streaming on there. All right. How do you guys think that I should improve the stream? If you had to say something, what would be something that would improve it? I haven't actually asked that at all. Hail, hydrate, indeed. Pretty much what I do, I talk a lot, obviously. So I play games, I analyze the god out of them, and then sometimes I do puzzles. And then after the stream, I'll do the like little segmentation thing. So if it's like a 3-hour stream or a 2-hour stream, it'll have, the intro, game 1, analysis, whatever. So if people wanted to just click through chapters, whatever it's called, and then I'll usually pull out just the games and make those their own videos. And then I've got a playlist for all the games, and then I have a playlist for all the streams. So that's what I do. And then the shorts are dog shit, but I just can't be bothered to download the content, edit it to the right aspect, and then shit it out. Like, I'm already doing that for Dreadlore, and it's so much time. I don't know how effective it would be. What do you two think? Or anyone else that would make the stream better content? Should I shut the fuck up? So I have failed this one. Okay, so I see a few things. Like off the top, I'm not getting checked. I ain't getting checked. My queen is not getting just took. That's right, took. Obviously, this is a thing. This is a thing, right? Like this guy's a lot of pressure on him. Although these are these are defending, but the king's a bad defender. Okay. Things I can take. I can take this and this. I can take this guy. So sacking the queen is a possibility, but I don't see why I would sack the queen right now. I would get a pawn and a knight. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. But that's no good. That seems like it's really losing bad. So these seem to be not good moves. Queen can move there, but it's not really doing much. That she's not doing here already. Seems like a knight move. Or a knight move. Now I could threaten, but this person could just take, and then kind of gnarliness happens. This is a move, that's a move. They don't do much. Interesting outpost, this happens, that happens. Okay, so it seems like a knight move. Safe knight moves. Here, here. And there, no. This can get taken. Opens up the position. So that's just all like little trade stuffs. Don't change anything. Nice. Let's see. Have opponents you talk to like as if you're actually playing them on a board. I don't want to do a match. I do want to play a match, but I gotta end at 5. 5 in the morning is my cutoff. I actually have a meeting tomorrow morning. It's late in the day at 12:30, but I need to actually get some rest for it. Otherwise, I would play. So pretty much, if I can't figure this out in like 3 minutes, then I'm just gonna have to get it later. If I move this knight, that seems like the one. Then I have a discovered attack on this guy, and this is not defended. So let's say this happens, then this happens, then this happens. Then he can take, and that doesn't happen. So I should move this knight, perhaps, somewhere that it can't be taken immediately. I think this is just a tactic thing that's not about the king right now. So let's say I take, right? They would take back. I don't know. This is kind of gnarly. I mean, I've got this person, but if I move the queen out, this and this and this, maybe I'm just up because I'm losing these two. I think I'm just up the exchange. Nope. That's probably where I lost it last time. So actually come up this way. There we go. So I had the right idea. Right? But don't take that way. Instead, take the undefended knight. And then this happens. And they're just really down. So if they do whatever that, then I can castle and whatnot. Okay. All right. Lord. I know. I need to go to sleep. Megan says more interaction or direct back and forth with your opponents. Yeah, that's a good question. The back and forth with the opponents. So I've had extreme situations. It's either I talk to the opponent and they're totally cool, or they're total D-bags, which both are good content. So maybe I should. The thing is, on chess.com, there's a little bit of a, and people in comments later on in these videos can correct me if I'm wrong. There seemed to be a little bit of a, how to put this? I shouldn't edit my speech. I'm probably already shadow banned anyway for saying so many fucks. Snowflakes? I know that calls up like MAGA red pill fucking horrible shit, but I'm none of those things. Just people that are really, really thin-skinned. And it seems like they get offended. Maybe this is just all in my head. Maybe it's in my head. But it seems like they get offended really easily if you say anything to them. Like, what you say can just be so misinterpreted. Also, it's a competitive game, so it's like, hey, what's up? And they're like, fuck you, you know? Back and forth would be good. I would prefer that. I need to learn the right way to do it. Yeah, people are too sensitive nowadays. They got something to prove. Lots of D-bags. Truth. It is kind of funny. There's been, what was that guy's name? It was like Good Guy 52. I still remember the motherfucker's name. Anyway. That guy, he needs to apologize. He stomped my ass though. All right, you two, thank you so much for jumping on. I will try to be on tomorrow. My plan is to be doing this basically Wednesday through Saturday. Because Sunday night, Monday night are almost always jacked, and then Tuesday night is sometimes jacked. So I'm gonna try to make this more consistent. All right, namaste. Here's some music to assuage all the ghosts in the night. I'm just fucking making no sense because I'm tired. Hopefully this is not an ad. Ooh, I'm gonna play some all lowercase letters. Let's see. Oh, hold on a second. I have to wait for the ad to leave. Be 20 seconds. Just a second. I will spare you the Spotify ad. It's too much wine tonight, ladies. Total Wine is so great. Okay, great. Let me hear the music. Oh my god, it's another. Hey, so you guys are watching the Twitch here and there. Are there ads? I think I've asked you this before, but I've forgotten. Have you gotten hit with ads yet? I am not an affiliate, so I'm not getting paid or anything for that stuff. But I don't know if it actually just does it for people that have chosen not to do the affiliate. All right, the music. Haven't so far? Fucking A. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on the affiliate stuff with Twitch. I did it with Dreadlore, and I might undo it. Just to let people actually have ad-free shit. Because we really don't make that much money off of it. You just followed? Hell yeah. Truth. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, in like 8 months, I think we've made... No, in a year and a half, we made $50. Which is awesome. I'm not trying to poo-poo on that. But I don't think it's worth it. If we had 1,000 followers. Okay, I'm out, guys.
Live to make a living. The computer knows you. because the other time to run. No one is justified, no excuse for this. Here we are, you're the star, and it's time, even though yes, but it's a crime. You're the star, and it's time, even though yes, but it's a crime. It's over.